Okay, hello. I'm going to show you how to add a page of Blueprint. It's really easy. It's done one of two ways, and we're going to cover them both here. Once you've logged in and everything and onto the site we're working on, we want to go to the main toolbar at the top here. We want to find the paper icon. That'll take us to all the web pages on the back end here. You can add a page to a directory that's already in place. In this case, we're going to add a page to the root folder. You also have the option of creating a whole new directory and adding a page. More often than not, however, you will not have to do that, but there are certain cases where a dealer may want something specific, something special that happens. But in this case, just to add a page to a new directory here, this will be our root folder here. We want to just select the directory, I should say. I'm sorry, let me make sure we've seen that. Select the directory. We want to add a page here, and then you title your page, whatever. This place, we'll just title it Community Outreach. Add your page. Your page is going to always come up as inactive at first until you've actually added whatever content you're going to add and save it and everything. After that, it'll be active. For troubleshooting purposes, if for whatever reason there's a web page that's dead and you need to investigate and you know that page is built and everything, always double check on the back again just to make sure it's active. So it'll show up on the live site. Once your page is created here, it will be listed at the bottom of the list of pages within the directory. You just click on it, it'll take you to the page on the back end here, and you can add your content and go from there. Easy peasy. Option 2 for adding pages involves a little bit of an extra step, but we're going to cover that here. Say, for instance, you built a page on one site, a Honda site, for example, and it's a new Odyssey model page. But you're working on 3 or 4 different Honda sites, and they all need that same page. Building a page from scratch can take a lot of time. That's why there's a longer SLA for it. And if you're putting the exact same page on multiple sites, you don't want to have to spend hours on building the page over and over again. So in order to, once you build a page one time and you want to go ahead and just add it to multiple sites, which is our second way of adding a page to a site, this is the way we do it. So once you create a page, this number down here at the bottom underneath the page title is called the GUID. And you can use this page to copy content from one page over to another on a different site. Even on the same site, if it was in a different directory, if that's something you want to do for URL purposes, say on community outreach page, we need to go under the dealer information directory. You've already built it here. You want to just move it to a different directory, you can do it as well. Just copy the GUID. In this particular case, we're just going to add this page to another site, because that's when you're more often than not going to do it. So you copy your GUID, then you want to jump to whatever site you're adding it to. I'm just going to go to another one of our training sites, of course. Same concept as if you were adding a brand new page. Go to your pages, go to whatever directory you're putting it in. You're going to add the page. You're going to title the page. The difference here is we're going to, in this box here, the copy content from, it says original page, optional, page GUID. We're going to paste that GUID right in there. Add the page. And bam, the page is there. Now, didn't add any content to the first page, so let me just add some content so you can actually see the example. This is outreach page. All right, so we've added a little bit of content here. So I'm going to now show you how to copy the content over, and so you can actually see the content itself. I should have added that in the first place, my apologies. In any event, the page is added here, and you're all set. So say we want to copy all this content over to a third different site, because we've got to add it to 4 or 5 different sites here. Same concept here. We're going to copy the GUID. And I'm going to find one more of our little training sites here, which by the way can be found on the main account page of Blueprint under BP 102 Sandboxes. So we go here, same concept, root folder, or whatever directory it's going to be in, add the page. One thing we're going to do different this time is to show you the option. Get this typed up properly. Is we're going to, in this case, link the content from the original page. Same thing as copying the content, as you will see, with one difference here that I'm going to show you right now. So as you can see, our content that we added on the page on the previous site, it's right here. So you wouldn't have to do anything else. It's already added and you're good to go. You will notice a difference here though, since we linked the content, we do not have the option to save our page here or publish our page. When you link the content, any changes made on the page are going to have to be made on the original page, the first page that was built in which the GUID was copied from. So again, referring back to the example of mono pages, I can tell you those take hours and hours and hours to build from scratch. So in the interest of saving time, and typically edits made on those pages it's the same for all the sites because it's the same exact content. So if you need to make any edits, you're going to go to the original page that was built, make the edits, and when you publish everything there, you have the option to publish your edits to your content that's linked. So that's how we're adding pages. Again, just a quick review here. You find your directory, you click Add Page, you title your page, whatever it's going to be, you add it, boom. Then you click on a page, do your content, there you go. The other option, of course, is to copy the content from one page to another on a different site or what have you, or link it as we cover. And you'll notice here on this community outreach page, it says linked to community outreach and it's listed on what site it's linked to. So if you ever come across a page like this that requires edits and the edits need to be made across multiple sites to the same page, you'll know where to find that original page at. So that's adding a page. If there are any questions, do not ever hesitate to reach out to anyone from the ops team. We'll be able to help you out.